Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a Plan With Me. This first one for 2025. It is for the week that we moved. We did do kind of a big move again. It's still in Minnesota, but southern Minnesota now, not West Central. So I did want to do a Plan With Me for that because it's a pretty exciting thing. I apologize if the lighting is wonky. We like downsized when we moved, so literally filming at my work desk. I don't have a dedicated planner desk anymore, so there's that. But for this week, which is February 24th through March 2nd, I'm using this Pink Diamond Planner Co. kit. It's a mystery, January 2022. It's kind of like a bed and breakfast type, but I don't know, it gives me homey vibes, so that's why I chose it. And pretty much anything that I do for Plan With Me will be like an anytime kit that kind of goes with the theme. So yeah, I'm gonna flip through this. I do love the colors. It was actually really warm the days that we moved, and then like a couple days later when the when the kids were supposed to start school, they actually had a snow day. So it actually reminds me a lot of like where I lived in New York. So that's the kit. And then I am using the foil bundle that came with it. Oop. Oh my God. And it's silver. I actually don't know. I don't think this one's like not correctly sized. I think it was just one of the others. I don't know. It seems really small, so I guess I'll figure that out. If not, I'm sure I have another silver foil bundle in my stash. And then I am pairing it with the Quarter One Bear, which these are going to be out of shop at the end of March. And this is like a gold color. And then the Quarter Two, it's an old Quarter Two, but it's in like a tealy blue color. So as usual, I'm gonna lay down the base and the boxes, and then I will see you in the day by day.
Constant
it is now time for the day by day. Also, I'm going to try to like not cut out as much as I used to in my Play With Me, so if you hear my chair squeak, I'm sorry. See, I literally just messed up my words and I'm not going to fix that. So that's going to happen a lot. But editing sucks. I literally hate editing. Also, my kid's coughing. So, yeah, that's how we're going to do this. For the sidebar, I did use my new font 8. I am personally obsessed with it. So, that's what all the scripts are in. Also, the wonky lighting again. I apologize. But then I did mark that it was moving week. And that is like from an old sheet from my shop. I don't think it's like in shop anymore. However, Monday, the first thing I marked was that I hit a new low weight. I'm not really like, okay, so like at the point of filming this, I'm not really trying to lose weight. I'm not going out of my way to try to lose weight. I'm like trying to eat better. So I've been weighing myself every day since New Year's. Also, I know people say don't weigh yourself every day because whatever, but like I honestly, I don't care about the number as much as, I don't know, people do, I guess. Like it helps me know that I'm on track, I guess. But if it goes up, I'm not like mad about it. Anyway, that scale is from my shop. And then I did watch The Traitors, which this season's not as interesting to me as past ones were. The Traitors really suck. But that stabby quirky TV is from Corks and Corks Co. I almost said Learn Designs. And I do PR for Laurel. So you can use Carlea15 to save if you're shopping with them. And then I did Mark Working, and that cutting machine's from my shop. And then I listened to music. I listened to a lot of music. I think it was like helping my anxiety at this point. And that Winston's from Nightingale Paper Co. Also, like, no, I'll talk about that later. Anyway, I had a Red Bull. I have Red Bull often. I don't always mark it. I don't have it like every day either. But that Red Bull is from my shop. And then I did pack. So that is from my moving sheet. And then I think I started Pieces of Her, which is a Karen Slaughter book. It took me a while to read it, and that's just because I didn't have a lot of time. Like I had been devouring books in January and February, and then end of February, beginning of March, I've literally only read 2 books, and it's been like 10 days. So that's crazy, but there's a part in the book too. The quote is like, it's so relevant to like right now that it made me love that book. Anyway, this Rating Bears from my shop, and then I used this little zombie from, I think, Once More With Love to mark that we watched The Walking Dead. We are doing a rewatch / we didn't finish the series. We actually had been watching The Walking Dead since it came out in 2010. Yeah, like we watched it from the start. Anyway, Tuesday, the first thing I marked was that Amelia had her last K-Kids Club. This is a matte because my desk is brown. And that's just like not pleasing, like aesthetically pleasing to me. So like I can't move this as well. Anyway, I used that pencil from Once More With Love maybe. And then we did get groceries, even though we were moving like 3 days. That grocery bear is from my shop. Then I worked. That laptop's from my shop. I do think that's retiring though. And then I did, again, mark that I had a Red Bull. Same thing, different day. Same thing with listening to music. Read Pieces of Her. And I made chicken and rice for dinner. So this is from my shop. This is from Whimsy. And then we watched The Walking Dead. And that's from like the same zombie sheet. And then on Wednesday, first thing I marked packing. I ran out of box stickers that matched those. So this is from Fabled Core. And I just used little houses for the rest of the week. I did work. This was my last day working in Moorhead. I packed up my stuff right after, and then I had bad anxiety. That's from my shop, that's from my shop. I really did not like the place that we lived. Obviously, if you've watched my Play With Me's, I've probably complained about it 800 times. I did not like Moorhead at all, in general, and then obviously add like the place we were living. It was so expensive, and they completely fucked us with moving out. So we literally had to pay rent, like not even just our regular rate. We had to pay the non-lease rate at that place, which was over $2,000 on top of rent here. And the thing that they sent out, they never said give us notice or whatever. It was always like you had until February 15th to tell us if you're renewing. And we told them, I don't know, it was like 10 days shy of 2 months. So they charged us for March. And the stuff that they literally put no effort into the turnover. It's all on the resident, which is insane to me because, like, why are you keeping a security deposit if that's the case? Like, it was honestly the worst year living there. My mental health suffered really bad, and we were just paying a lot of money to basically live in, like, a not good apartment. Like, it was a townhouse. It was really big. We did downsize at our move. We're now in like an apartment. We have a garage though, and it's much smaller, obviously, like I said in the beginning. I am filming at my work desk. I don't have a dedicated office area anymore, which that's fine. Like, I honestly like smaller places more. I don't have a lot of stuff, and it just felt really cold and unwelcoming in our old place, so I'm okay with smaller. But yeah, I had a lot of anxiety about moving out and how they were going to act towards us, because they literally hated us for complaining about something that's super valid. Yeah, so I did laundry, which was like the last laundry that I did there, so I could clean the washing machine and the dryer. And I cleaned. Also, I think that cleaning when you move out of a place is such a freaking ripoff. Like, you bust your ass cleaning this place for them to, like, it pisses me off too, because we had like 5 screw holes in the whole apartment, and I love command strips, that's why we only had 5, but they like told us that the screw holes had to be filled in, even though on the paper that they sent, it literally in bold capitals said do not fill in screw holes. So we'll see how that goes, but I read Pieces of Her. And then I had White Claw, because why not? That's from my shop. That's from Fox and Cactus. This is from CORKSANDCORGSCO. And then we watched The Walking Dead. So that was the first half of the week. Also, I didn't say it, obviously the foil bundle that came with this was too small. And I used the one from Press, which I did flip through. Like, this one's from Press. However, on Thursday, it was the kids' last day at Moorhead schools, which, don't even get me started about those schools. Packed. So, use that house again from Fableport. This backpack's from my shop. We picked up a U-Haul. If you did not know, we literally moved across the country, like halfway across the country, with a trailer, a small trailer, connected to my small car. So basically we brought like clothes and the kids' things. But this time we brought everything. However, my couch is a sectional. It's got 3 pieces, but the biggest piece does not fit in the door here. It fits in the door, but like the hallway, we can't maneuver it, and I'm not strong enough to even try something else, but we cannot maneuver it, so we literally just have a 2-piece couch. However, yeah, we did take everything that we had, but this is from the moving sheet, same thing with this, and that loaded the truck. I then cleaned even more and was exhausted. We slept on air mattresses this night because everything was loaded in the truck, almost everything. But I did read Pieces of Her. This is from What's Worth Love, and then those books are from my shop. And then we did go to bed early because we had to be up early. So that Sleepy Bear is from my shop. And then on Friday, I could like really use a drink, and I didn't bring a Sprite in here, and I'm not used to talking this much. However, Friday was moving day. Technically we weren't supposed to move in until Saturday, but we were gonna get like a hotel because we just wanted to get it over with. However, the hotel rooms, like the hotel where we were going to stay, didn't have enough space without costing us a lot of money. So we did end up moving in early, even though I'm like really getting ahead of myself here. However, we woke up and we cleaned this cleaning supplies from my shop. I had the worst anxiety. I literally, between doing a walkthrough, like I didn't even do it. I had Joe do it because I was going to throw up. I felt like I was going to throw up all morning, literally the whole time driving here. It was not good. Same thing for anxiety on this day, but if you did not know, I am okay with driving. However, did not like driving in like Moorhead, where we lived, because people, I'm not even kidding, it's literal factual. North Dakotans are the worst drivers. You think that people blowing through red lights or barely stopping at stop signs is bad. You've never been to Fargo, North Dakota. And these people literally don't know how to drive at all. So I was always like every single time we went anywhere, there was always at least one traffic infraction, and they don't pull people over there. It's like they'd rather beg people for money for their city than to actually like write a ticket and actually get money. Yeah, I don't recommend driving there, but I don't drive, pretty much point blank. I've driven twice since moving from New York, outside of moving here. So I was having anxiety about driving. It was supposed to be like 4 hours, 3.5 hours. I don't know. It ended up being like 5 hours, to drive here. And I did it. I also never really drove on highways. Honestly, it's not that bad. I make it worse in my head, and that's why I never drive on highways. But I did it. I drove all 5 hours here with the twins in the back seat. Declan was in the truck with Joe. So, anyway, I was so grateful that we got here alive. And that car is car version 2 for my shop. And Amelia said the sweetest thing. On the way there, we stopped at, oh, I will have to say, because this is the 28th, I want to say, this is the 28th, and people were like, I forgot what it was called, but basically you shouldn't like shop or buy gas or buy food or anything on this day, and I wanted to do that too, but obviously I couldn't. We did stop at a gas station. We got drinks, and Joe had to get gas in the truck, and then we got like dinner for food because we didn't really have anything. This place doesn't come with a microwave, and we didn't have a microwave. So like the few things that we could have maybe cooked, because I didn't want to like bring chicken or anything, we couldn't. I don't even think that we had anything to cook. So we did get food and gas, which it sucks, but it's what I had to do. But after we stopped to get gas, and I was going back, like we were going back on the road, Amelia said that I'm doing a really good job, and that she knows that I feel nervous about it because I don't have a lot of confidence in driving, but she wanted to tell me that I was doing really good, and I'm gonna tear up now talking about it, but it just makes me know that I'm like doing something right with these kids, that they feel comfortable to tell me that. So she was so cute. And then I sure AF cried when we got here. I actually started crying like when we were just in Mankato, because I was close enough to like actually getting here. So I cried about that, and then we did call the lady, and she said that we could move in early. So I cried about that too. But these are both from Once More with Love. And then, like I said, we got Burger King for dinner. Like, no matter what, we would have had to either get fast food or groceries. And, yeah, next time I'm participating. And then we watched Bob's Burgers. This is from Sticky Perks, and then this is from Paper and Milk. And then on Saturday, the first thing I marked is that we unpacked. Well, I unpacked. And we did get Dunkin'. If you did not know, there's not a Dunkin' around where we used to live. There's literally not a Dunkin' in the whole state of North Dakota. And we basically lived in Moorhead, North Dakota. Even though it was on the Minnesota side, it is through and through North Dakota. This iced coffee bears from my shop. So we got donuts, and I got like a matcha drink. But we finished unloading the truck into the garage so that we could return the truck, because we do live upstairs, so it's not like it's a straight shot inside. But this car is from my shop. And then I finally found the box with the shower liner in it, so I could shower finally. And we had Chipotle for dinner. I don't have my scissors, so we're just gonna go with that. And that's from Fox and Cactus. This is from Nightingale Paper Co. We watched The Walking Dead. And like I said, we don't have a microwave here, so I had to order a microwave. And that microwave is from my shop. And then on Sunday, the first thing I marked is unpacking again. There are a few boxes that I still have to unpack, but they're like closet boxes or like toys or shelves and stuff. We literally haven't really hung anything up. So, everything besides those useless boxes, I'm gonna call them, is unpacked. I got that all done on Sunday. I am I want to say like I'm a master mover. I love moving. However, it does suck. Like, it's so physically daunting that I don't want to do it a lot. But I do love moving into a new space and setting up a new space. Anyway, we picked up the microwave. It was from Walmart. And then we did do a Target drive up for more things. And then I did do laundry because we had some like clothes and stuff from obviously the couple days before. And then I had a mental breakdown. That's from Leonard Designs. I don't know if my code's still active. She has like printables in her shop. You can try it. It's Carlea 15. I don't have it like advertised anywhere. I don't know why she would have canceled like the code, but if you want printables, Carlea 15. I don't think that gets you my freebie either, but I'll get you a discount. And then this is from Once More Love, but I really I don't remember what my mental breakdown was about. I want to say it was something probably really small, and probably because I was exhausted. Oh, maybe it was the couch, because that was the day that we tried putting the couch in, and it doesn't fit, and Joe obsessed with looking up stuff for an hour and a half. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna go try see if like they have a chase I can buy, because that will fit. Maybe I'll freaking sell the whole couch. I don't know. Anywho, that's future me's problem. It's literally been a week to the day because it is Sunday, and I haven't even wanted to think about it. But TV, watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills from my shop, and then the book again is from my shop, and I continued reading Pieces of Her. I might have finished it this day. Maybe. I don't remember. It took me forever to finish, obviously, like I said. And then we watched The Walking Dead. So, that was this week. I really miss doing Play With Me's, honestly. I don't know. Like, I feel like long form videos are kind of dead. So, like, I didn't want to put the time into them, but I am still going to be doing, like, certain weeks. The next week I'm going to be doing is the 17th through the 23rd of March, because that is Joe's birthday week. So, yeah, after that, I have no idea. I don't think anything goes on in April, so your guess is as good as mine. Oh, Easter? Easter's in April. That's not really fun, though. Anywho, that's this week. I'm going to throw it in my planner, and then I'll be right back. All right, here's the finished spread. It's crooked. There we go. I probably could have foiled these just to go like a little extra. Maybe I will for Joe's birthday week. But I didn't. However, I'm going to flip through everything that's left of this kit. Yeah, that's right. And then those boxes. So, yeah. That is everything for my moving weeks. Plan with me. As always, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And I guess subscribe if you want to see more, even though they kind of aren't regular. I will have a new release video up this week, though. I actually haven't done new releases in a couple weeks. Just because of the move, and I didn't want to, like, put that pressure on myself for that as well. Because obviously, like I said, I had a lot of anxiety. But, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.